Scream did such a good job of holding back some of its secrets in the marketing. I didn't get spoiled, so when I was in the theater watching it, I actually was really surprised by some of these things, guys. We're going to talk about it in my review for Scream 2022.
It's an honor.
Scream 2022 is out, guys, and here's my long overdue review. Guys, this is going to be broken up in 2 parts, a non-spoiler review, and I will go in to talk about spoilers at towards the end of the video. These will be marked by time codes you can use in the chapters and in the comments section below. Okay, let's talk about Scream, guys. I've been anticipating this movie all of last year, ever since it was announced, to tell you the truth, because I'm a fan of the franchise. I'm a really big fan of the first 3. I like number 4, and just because Neve Campbell, and it's the trio. It's Neve Campbell, Courteney Cox, and David Arquette there. Gail Weathers and Dewey. It's just, their chemistry together is great. Now, they're not the main characters in this one, so I knew that going in. Now, I like the cheeky writing in this, but guys, just know this: the directors, Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett, are fans of the Scream series and franchise, and they wanted to do something that would do the series justice. So they're not going to take cheap shots at it. But the writing, it really takes the forefront in this, that they were very aware of what they were doing by making a sequel, a requel, and it's quite on the nose at some points. So with that being said, what draws me to a Scream movie is the mystery. You know, who's Ghostface? That's really what it is all about for me. And how are the protagonists going to survive? Who's going to survive? Now, going into this, you kind of felt that they were going to do a passing of the torch kind of thing, and they do for the most part. That's not a spoiler. It even says there on the poster, like, the killer's on the poster, of course, because all the characters are there. They do a really good job here of throwing in some red herrings, and it's brutal. Like, the killing is a lot more brutal than I thought it was going to be. It has a lot of good commentary on current horror themes and current horror movies. So I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was just a little bit jarring because it felt surreal, because I never thought we would see another Scream movie at least with Neve Campbell and Courteney Cox and David Arquette, but we did. So let me just talk briefly about the cast and who stood out besides those 3 of the new cast that came on this iteration. Jack Quaid was there, and I went the entire movie with not even realizing that it was Jack Quaid. Jenna Ortega, she's a name that's going up in popularity because of this and because of X. I really liked Mikey Madison in this. What this movie did was make me want to go home and look at the cast to figure out who they are. Mason Gooding was good in this. Melissa Barrera was basically the lead of this one, and she does a phenomenal job. Sam Carpenter. They do a lot of those throwbacks, but this Melissa Barrera is one of the names that, yeah, as I said, I wanted to come home and I wanted to look these people up because they did a fantastic job. She was in that movie last year, that musical In the Heights, really, so she can sing. That's cool, man. Carmen Breathe, so she's going to be in a lot of stuff coming up, and I would look out for her because she did a fantastic job in the new Scream. If the series continues on with her, that's not really a spoiler, but I'd be fine with that. That's my feelings about Scream. I would give Scream a solid 7.5 out of 10. That's what I would say. For me, it was just good being back in the theater. I did my initial reaction to this. I'll put that up in the cards above when I'm straight out of the theater. Just how I felt about it. It was good, it was solid, but it didn't make me go, you gotta check that out. Other than the actors. That's what made me say, yeah, you gotta check out the actors. The acting in this was really well done. And they've opened up the box so that there can be more Scream movies for sure. And do I want a Scream 6? We'll talk about that in spoilers right now. So that's it.
3 attacks so far. Do you have a gun?
I'm Sydney Prescott. Of course I have a gun.
All right, guys. obviously we knew from the speculation going into this that one of the three was going to die. One it was either going to be Sydney or Gale or Dewey, and the writings were on the wall from the trailers that it was going to be Dewey. And when Dewey died, I didn't feel the weight of the emotion that I wanted. The girl next to me in the theater was, though. She was bawling. Because I loved Dewey in the first three movies. I loved his arc, how he's always coming to the rescue, and he does in this one too. He's kind of down on his luck. I guess him and Gale had broken up. He went back to Woodsboro to be the cop in the fourth one, right? And I guess he didn't take their breakup all that well. And they address all of that stuff in the movie fantastically. That scene when Gale first comes and they talk about what happened between them, they still got that chemistry, and that's what made the first ones so great. I wanted to see more of that, but they were doing more with handing this off with the new character. This Sam Carpenter does a fantastic job. Actually, she should be Sam Loomis, because she's Billy Loomis's daughter, and that took me by surprise. They did a good job. I did such a good job of keeping that a secret. I didn't look for spoilers. I didn't look at reviews at all for this. And we got to see Billy Loomis back. Skeet Ulrich is back as Billy Loomis, as images in her head. She sees him in mirrors and stuff because she's taking antipsychotics, because I guess she's sort of falling into that fray. But to see him back, that took me by surprise. So it did give me some surprises, guys. Scream did give me some surprises, and it is worth checking out because of that. But the new cast, it was handled fairly well. The kills were brutal. The only thing it just felt a little too campy towards the end between Sydney and Gale. That, ooh, yeah, they're there, but there was really nothing much for them to do other than go in and kill the killers. Their stories really didn't advance too much. Sydney's didn't. She just came in to deal with the situation so that it didn't go back on her family. Gale came to the story like she always does. So, like, those two stories didn't really advance much other than the fact that they lost Dewey, who goes out sort of like a boss. So Dewey did go out like a boss, but I didn't feel that way because it didn't feel like we knew that was going to happen. Walking up to the body, we knew the body was going to jump back up again and stab him and run him through. I just wanted to see it. It should have been a little bit more tragic. Like, maybe they did shoot him in the face, but maybe the face mask was able to repel bullets. Now that would have been interesting. They changed that and then have him get run through. That would have been a twist enough that would have hooked me into it. But maybe that'll change upon second viewings. What else is it spoiler? Okay, obviously Jack Quaid is the killer with Mickey Madison. Jack Quaid, again, it's one of those things. It took me a while to recognize that he was the killer who organized everything. But this Mickey Madison, guys, she really went for it, and I like that. I like that a lot. She really went for it. So, what else was she in? She was in It Takes Three, some TV productions. She was once in Upon a Time in Hollywood as Sadie. She was one of the group people at the. Okay. But yeah, I had to look her up because she's one of the killers, and I didn't think that she would be brutal, but she is. She's very brutal. She's sadistic, and as far as the killers go for Scream, it was pretty predictable. The reveal was nothing shocking. It didn't shock me. There was nothing like, oh, there's two of them. Oh, it's that person? Really? It's Roman? No, well, Roman was kind of on the wall. Mickey was kind of on the wall. I wasn't expecting Billy's mother in the second one, but the reveal in the first one will always be the best. You just kind of like, okay, well, it's either going to be one of these three. It was either going to be Jack Quaid, the boyfriend, or the movie know-it-all, or the weirdo that turned out to be the killer. I just that reveal, it was okay. It was okay. It was nothing spectacular, but I liked how it all played out at the end in Stu's house, and I like the fact that Sydney went in there and got that kind of shot of them pulling back from the door. I felt like that was fantastic. The only thing I would have wanted to see is maybe once Sam kills the one killer, if Gail and Cindy come up like they did and say, don't, you need to shoot them because they always come back. If there was like a flash of Billy standing beside Neve, that would have been perfect. That would have been perfect for me, but whatever. We still get to see Billy more. So that's my thoughts on Scream, guys. I thought it was really good. 7.5. Could have been an 8. It could have been an 8. It may change after I see it again, but I really liked it. What did you guys think? Let me know what you thought about Scream in the comments below, and we'll talk about it. You're watching Mirror Domains Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. Guys, if you didn't know, we talk about movie news headlines every day, daily, Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk about movies.